Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, morning, morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm just keeping myself on mute because today is a family day, so lots of
Oh, of course,
chaos
of course.
here and there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
So, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all. Am I loud and clear, guys?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
Thank you so much. So, good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all in our 26th edition of this webinar. And of course, the first edition of this year 2026. So, Happy New Year to all of you. Now, today we have planned a session, a panel discussion, which is very close to everyone's heart because we all love traveling, right? And whenever we are traveling, we do a lot of things, right? Planning itinerary, trying to look for some alternative, right? Good time, good hotels, and many other things are there. And some of us are comfortable, those who are tech savvy, some of us are not, right? There will be a mix of people, but nevertheless, one thing is common to everyone that everyone loves traveling, especially Bengalis love traveling, right, the most. Now, I thought like this could be a very pertinent topic to begin with this year webinar that why not to explore, right, the challenges of travel and tourism industry with AI disruptions because AI is kind of spearheading in every industry. Okay. So we keep focusing on always on IT, but there are many other areas, right? In fact, in travel and tourism, like there is also a lot of IT behind it, correct? And lot of chatbots, lot of LLMs are being used in the different type of the IT support team, right? Different websites, and of course with our online travel agents as well. So why not to explore that option? So travel and tourism has always been a high touch experience driven industry and very, very closely connected to the human being. But AI, especially the generative AI and LLMs, is reshaping how customers discover, plan, book, and even evaluate the travel. Now, today, we will explore the real challenges that AI introduces, not just the opportunities across partners, platform, customers, and ask a very fundamental question that in an era where AI can plan the entire trip in seconds, where does the value truly sit in travel, right? So let's try to see that what all the area we are going to touch upon. So we will be touching upon the challenges. We will try to look from different perspective. The first area I would like to explore is the challenges of the for the travel partners, issues faced by travel apps and websites, how to attract the customers when LLMs are everywhere, how to still we can give some value addition, and finally, let's think from a customer's perspective as well. How are they thinking leveraging right AI from their perspective? What is their expectation in this changing world? So with this, I would like to introduce our esteemed list of panelists today. So first, I would like to begin with Mr. Abhishek Chaudhary, who is a president of Indo International Tourism Chamber of Commerce and also a founder, CEO, and director of My Holiday Makers. With an impressive 26 years career spanning banking, finance, tourism, hospitality, IT, interior construction, and FMCG, Abhishek brings unmatched expertise and leadership depth. For more than 18 years, he served as a director and CEO in the leisure, travel, and tourism space, leading large-scale event, corporate travel operations, destination weddings, and multiple startups. Currently, he's serving as a director and COO at UTC Connect. He's also driving a B2B business conclaves across India and overseas, partnering closely with government bodies, tourism boards, and global stakeholders to strengthen industry collaboration. Our next panelist is Mr. Kaustubh Das. He is Executive Director of, again, Indo International Tourism Chamber of Commerce and also founder and CEO of Dreamscape Holidays. He began his professional journey in the financial sector, but his true passion always lay in travel and tourism. And as well as we all know, when passion meets profession, the results can be truly magical. Now, driven by that passion, he stepped out of his comfort zone to establish Dreamscape Holidays. Since then, there has not been any turning back. Today, Dreamscape has entered a strong reputation in both the domestic and international travel markets and earning a lot of accolades and great feedbacks from the people who have been served by Dreamscape. And my last panel is Saurav Sen. He's the chief chauffeur at Travel O Hub Holidays with an impressive 23 plus years of experience across print media, consumer durables, telecom, and the last 15 years deeply rooted in the travel industry. His journey spans in travel e-commerce, destination management, and holiday planning with leadership roles in expanding B2B markets and strengthening air ticketing and hospitality services for renowned brands like All Hind, Cox and Kings, which is also known as EasyGo, Akbar, and more. Known for his strong focus on the customer service excellence, Saurav has built a long-lasting relationship that continue to power business success. His experience also bridges marketing, business development, and insurance services, where he pioneered doorstep delivery models, setting new benchmark in accessibility and community engagement. And this event, I'm fortunate to host this event. My name is Shubho Brotopal. You all can call me Shubho. I'm a CGI director expert. I'm a seasoned technology leader, agile transformation strategist, and AI consultant with extensive experience driving digital transformation and enterprise scale innovation. Right? I have experience in bridging business vision with practical data-driven execution. I bring deep insights into AI adoption, workforce readiness, and organizational agility. I bring in thought leadership and hands-on experience to make myself a compelling voice on how business can stay future ready in the era of rapid AI disruption. So with no further delay, so let's get into our panel discussion. So let us set up some ground rule before we go into the discussions. I know this is a very compelling subject. I'm sure like you all will be having a lot of questions in mind. So my request is just hang in there, right, with the questions, and then right we'll take up all the questions at the end. We'll have a dedicated question answer session at the end. But let me just take a moment and see that if there is anyone waiting in the lobby. Okay, so I think we are good. So let's start with our first question to Kaustubh Das. It's a very, very fundamental question that we all have. Now let's begin with the ecosystem backbone, who are our travel partners. Now, while AI promises efficiency, it also changes power dynamics, visibility, and margin. So Kaustubh, from a travel partner's perspective, what are the biggest challenges AI disruption is creating today? Would you like to help us understand that?
Yeah, sure. So before that, Happy New Year to all of you, and good morning to all the viewers, all the co-panelists, and to you, Shubho. So it was like a fantastic initiative. We have already participated in the last webinar also. So yes, to come to your question, from a travel partner's perspective, like we as a travel agencies and the tour operators, the biggest challenges created by the AI disruption today include the potential for disintermediation by the AI-powered planning tools, the intense competition from large online travel agencies that leverage AI, and significant internal hurdles who's related to the implementation cost and data management and the skill gaps. Now, to understand this, there are two factors, like one is the external business and market challenges and the internal and operational challenges. Now, to understand the external challenges, like disintermediation and invisibility. So the AI-driven tools can collapse and the entire travel planning and the booking process into a single conversational, interface. That means the travelers no longer need to, visit the travel partner's website or for the inspection, the research, or the booking. So they just, see the chatbot and make the itineraries on they are, ready-made itineraries. They can have that. This makes the traditional marketing and the SEO strategies less effective, posing an existential risk of becoming invisible to the customer during the planning phase.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And the second point would be the intense competition. Now, the large tech online travel agencies, what we call the OTAs, have the significant resources to invest and advanced AI with setting the high customer experiences and expectations for the seamless and personalized experiences that smaller travel partners struggle to find and match the this kind of things, right? And then again, this adapting to AI driven search, like travel partners must shift their strategy. Now see, you have asked a question that what are the challenges. So I would say that rather it is not the challenges for the travel agencies right now, because we need to adapt the technology. So
Correct.
we
Challenges
cannot,
brings the opportunity as well.
challenges,
Absolutely.
correct. So like 20 years back our life was also different. So now we are doing the different things. We are not hearing the songs in the CDs or cassettes. So
Correct.
now in the mobile and the so we have to adapt that this thing also in the travel industry. So we also have to adapt this thing, and the strategy should be like with this AI driven tools, and this strategy for optimizing for human search to the optimizing their data and content for machine comprehension, so that the AI agents can find the recommend their offerings, right? So and finally the loss of human touch. Obviously, some customers still, they look for the human direct contact, interaction to plan their holiday, because they are not tech savvy, first of all, and secondly
Correct.
they prefer that to contact directly to the travel agency, so that that unique travel planning and finding the right balance between the automation and the human empathy. So this is also a key challenge nowadays. Okay, and now coming to the internal and the optional, operational challenges. So the lack of AI expertise and talents.
Right.
So the most, cited challenge by the travel executives is the lack of in-house AI expertise,
Mm-hmm.
and which makes it difficult and costly
Mm.
to implement and manage AI solutions effectively.
Right.
And integration with the legacy systems also, many travel companies still rely on the outdated IT systems, so that their IT systems are not uh, up to the mark now to build the AI connectivity, integrating modern AI tools. So this is also a challenge nowadays. And of course, the data privacy and security is also a concern, because if everything is in AI driven things, so the data is also being leaked to the everybody. So that is also a high challenge. Also the high implementation cost and the unclear ROI, the return on investment is also not clear. So in that regards, I should say that that dependency on OTAs and AI driven aggregators are definitely a challenge, but we need to adapt the things and we need to go forward also.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
absolutely. These are all valid points, right? So infrastructure, logistics, the technology
exactly.
adoption, right? All these things are kind of posing a threat to us. And as you rightly said, right, that the change is the only constant, right? We have to adapt to the situation no matter
Correct.
which industry you belong to. Perfect.
Right.
Now, coming to Abhishek, right, with his deeper expertise into the kind of travel and tourism industry. So, Abhishek, as AI moves deeper into pricing, personalization, and trip planning, right, as Kaustubh also given a kind of hint, we are seeing a quiet shift in who shapes the traveler's choice. Now, you know that we are no more choosing our food. Zomato is choosing it for us. Our buying options are driven by Amazon, right? Which movie you want to go, that is also driven by, right, AI. So slowly, everything is kind of being controlled by the, right, AI. So my question is, or let me just put it in a different way. The platforms and the AI layers are now influencing what gets surfaced and recommended, leaving traditional suppliers wondering how this affects their role in the commercial leverage. Which brings us a key industry question: that do you see AI shifting bargaining power away from the travel partners toward platform and the AI intermediaries? Are slowly, are our choices are also being controlled by the AI, or what is next for us, Abhishek?
Thank you. Sorry. Thank you, Shubhrato. Thank you for inviting me for the session. Good morning, all, and happy new year to all of you, to all my co-panelists and my viewers and all. Okay. Coming back to the question, yes, in very simple term, if I say AI is definitely moving power away from any travel company, because companies like hotels, airlines, platforms, like the reason is, firstly, nowadays when people search, they search like what to book, choose me a hotel. So an AI reverts back to them with that this is the best option. So they're basically controlled with AI, right? The AI or any platform also decides what you see. Earlier, if you see that people used to browse Google, people used to go to different websites, compare studies, pricing, different hotels. Now they're just getting into AI, just writing like, I want the best hotel in this location. AI is reflecting you two or three hotels. So
Correct.
basically, nowadays, the hotel the suppliers not only they have to please they, they have not to please the customers only, they have to also please AI so that they get reflected in in the visibility part.
True.
So that is what has come up to. Third is why what I should say that travel options, it's all looking at par nowadays in terms
Correct.
of AI. What AI does, AI compare prices and features instantly. So many hotels, flights, like they are very easily interchangeable. Earlier, people used to search out one hotel. So this makes it is really harder for any operator, any hotel, any airline that whoever they're supplying to keep up some extra margin for their quality or delivery, because it's a now becoming a perfect competition market through AI, and everything is changeable. Brand is not having that much of values nowadays. Fourth, other than the big brands, fourth, what I suggest, what I feel that any platforms, the OTAs or the platforms who are using AI, they know the customer much better than any suppliers do.
Right.
If you consider any supplier, any hotelier, any airlines, they will get to know about a client when the booking is done with them. But AI platforms, they know the client's character. They know what the client want much in advance. It's easier to move their mind and control their mind always. And for that reason, I also feel that people are now becoming more loyal to AI rather than hotel or airlines. Reason being, Reason being, suppose earlier people used to book a hotel, used to go. Now they just Google out, I want to go to Kenya, I want to go to Puri, Darjeeling, whichever location, get me the best hotels. And AI is giving you two, three hotels back. So they are thinking, it's basically controlling their mind. They are thinking that this is a best hotel and we should book it, and they're just getting into it. So ultimately, uh, the mediocre and smaller brands are getting badly affected. The big brands, yes, some way, big brands, airlines and hotels, they're still some way okay. But and the big platforms, AI platforms are having more negotiating power because they're controlling the entire this thing, right? It's very tough for the smaller companies, the smaller hotels, smaller airlines to sustain in the market without the AI intervention. So I would rather suggest, I think in this perspective, AI has become the middleman, basically that decides that what customers want and they can control with the client's mind, that way.
Excellent. Excellent, Abhishek. Now, very well said. And this is really a pertinent problem that people are relying more on AI than the kind of the hotels, right, etc. Now, coming to Saurav, now I know that this could be a little bit of repetition on the question because when I was asking Kaustubh the same similar type of question, that biggest challenge is what AI is bringing in. But let me go a little deeper into it. In fact, I have got two questions for you. Now, the first one, let me just a little bit of giving a context that travel platforms are racing to embed AI chatbots, dynamic pricing model, personalized recommendation, etc. But AI is also raising complexity and expectation. Now, my first question to you is, let's take one by one. What are the biggest challenges that let's make it very focused, right? Travel apps and website face when adopting AI at scale. That's point number one. And point number two, like Abhishek was telling, that now what happens to the small or aspiring travel agents who may be trying to start at a small scale? Now, are they really going to be impacted by AI? I know that big organization can still sustain, but what happens to the kind of small organizations because they may not be having that big setup? So how are they facing the kind of challenge? So if you can just relate these two, sort of.
So, thank you, Shubhabrata, for arranging such a beautiful morning adda on a Sunday morning with a cup of coffee. Obviously, everybody having their own coffee by their own. And Happy New Year to everybody.
Saurabh,
Let me,
if you may
Costa
allow
has.
me to interrupt you for a moment, if you can just turn on your video for now, since you're talking. Yeah,
Okay, sure,
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Please go ahead.
So, that is there. Costa have covered most of the point. I won't repeat this. I will come with
Right.
a little storytelling kind of a mode and giving some real life examples. First of all, AI is there, is a challenge, opportunity. Everything is okay and taken with the right spirit. But few challenges are there. We have to focus that. I am answering your first question, second question first.
Mhm.
You're talking about a small time travel agent, what he will do. Let me ask you one question. Are you only considering about the urban educated traveler
No, of course not.
who are only who I mean, it's, AI and its implications and implementations are within the periphery of that kind of a community?
No,
There are
absolutely not. Correct.
vast and lots of vast people apart from this educated urban community, or
Correct.
rather, educated urban young community.
Right.
I'm giving. I mean, that is a big challenge with us. We have to cover. We are still to cover the large mass rather than we are only considering on the smaller part of the mass.
Correct.
A farmer, a wealthy farmer from Bardwan, still don't have any access to these AI tools. Rather, he is more dependent on the local travel agents.
Very pertinent. Yep.
So, so this is one thing. Second thing, yeah, I'm coming to the first part of the question. It is kind of a we are there in the kitchen to cook. We
Hmm.
know there salt and sugar to be put and the spices, but
Hmm.
we don't know the quantity.
Correct.
We are still in the very nation stage of the AI implementation.
Agree. Agree.
We are not very sure ki what kind of mix will give a proper result into our outcomes.
Correct.
Still, this larger, I'm giving examples, Make My Trip, Clear Trip,
Hmm.
Yatra. These are the major OTA platforms, rather Beds Online,
Hmm.
and then this kind of the bigger OTA platforms, which gives us travel products to the community. These people are still struggling to implement, and they are still struggling to balance this,
Hmm.
this thing. How much implementation of AI should we restrict, and from where we swiftly, seamlessly hand over to the human interface.
Correct.
Example, let's say my colleague is there. She was handling one of the customer a few months back. I still remember that gentleman is LGBT and he wanted to travel one of the European country with a LGBT centric travel.
Hmm.
Which AI can give this kind of a result?
Correct.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Second thing, a person is going to travel to Singapore and availing sit-in coach means shared vehicle kind of a facility. Now, which AI tells that you don't keep any luggage in the vehicle because the same vehicle may not come to pick you up
Correct.
while return? I don't think so. So still there are scopes. Still there are. I mean, there is no. We are not in hurry. We are still into the in the kind of finding the right mix of
Hmm.
AI and the human interface, and it only has to integrate. One cannot replace the other's requirement at all.
Right.
It is
Right.
what I feel.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What I
Can't
feel.
agree more on that. Yep.
Hmm.
Now,
Uh, mm,
sorry. You have any other
no,
point?
no, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Thank
I'm
you.
done. I'm done.
Thank you so much. Now, coming back to Abhishek again. Now, today's travel platforms are expected to deliver seamless, hyper-efficient experience, instant confirmation, smart recommendation, and 24 cross 7 support. But travel is still deeply emotional and high stake, right? As kind of Saurabh also hinted. Now, while automation gives us the scale and speed, trust continues to hinge on empathy and human reassurance. And that sets up our important tension in our industry. Now, how do platforms balance the automation with human trust, especially when travel decisions are in high stakes and emotional? Abhishek.
Hi, it's a very interesting thing, AI, like they're having a lot of advantages. They're also having a lot of disadvantages. We are discussing on this platform. Now, coming back to your question, see, whenever a booking is done, it's not about just booking a hotel or a flight or an airline. It's about connecting with some expectation, family, money, time, everything is involved in it. So every platform, I think what they should do, they should like simplify it. They should use the computer, the technical part, the AI part to to make the easy things like calculating the prices, comparing hotels, searching out the best options to them, because those are the technical part which give factual data. And about the human touch, that is very much required, because whenever there's any problem, any technical issues, any cancellation, you need a human person, because clients want reassurance, they want expectations, they want empathy, they want the care that somebody is there to
Right.
connect. So
Right.
that is very important. So it's a mix of both. The technical part, the searching of the best options, prices can be done by the AI platforms. The humans can take care of the emotional part because they can handle it well, because that generates a lot of trust rather than any bot in that case. Thirdly, any data, for example, whenever is been given to the technical side, so that gives more clarity why a particular hotel is being chosen, what are the locations, what are the advantages, which is far superior than a human can do manually. It takes a much longer time for humans.
Right.
But compared to that, so I think that should be left out to the technical side. But at the same time, the control should not be taken away from the users. What AI sometimes does, they when people search, I'm looking for some hotels, they give result, as I was telling my first session, that they give you options for two or three hotels. So
Correct.
basically, you're controlling the person's mind to book from any search hotel. So that shouldn't be done. Compared to that, I think like earlier when OTA came, they used to give you the platform, a clear comparison study. You can choose different hotels in the platform. You can check out the prices.
Mm.
End of the day, the decision belongs to the user. That has
Correct.
to be there. It should not be taken over. You should not get into only two, three options. And as I said, the hotels need to please the AI. That
Absolutely.
shouldn't happen. It should be in the hands of the user. The user's mind should also be working. That's very, very important. And I think people trust platform for getting all the best fares and all and searchable data. So because they are much more technical, they confirms you what is promised. In case of any problems, they also declare, yeah, it's a problem, technical problem from our side. That is important. Comparing two things, I should say that the platform should use automation, they will use the system for automations and humans to care. So that is the way they should go ahead.
Excellent, excellent point. Now we will of course explore like more on the human part, right? The emotional part as well, right? We'll come there. We have a section for that. Now again coming back to Saurav. Now this time we are trying to explore a little bit on the challenges in attracting customers in an LLM first world. Now, Saurav, customers today can ask ChatGPT, as you said, right? ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot to plan the entire itinerary, right? Even with options, right? Often without visiting a travel website, as you said, like earlier people used to visit the kind of Make My platform, right? Make My Trip, um, then Clear Trip, etc., right? The different travel websites and many more, of course. My question is, when LLMs become the first point of travel discovery, how can travel brands still attract and retain their customer? Now, we have been dealing with this for quite some time and day in, day out. So, would you like to give some real time stories, or maybe if you like to share some storylines around that?
Yes, 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 yes. See, first of all, the definition of brand itself says why it is still there and very relevant.
Correct.
What brand? Brand is been created over a period.
Right.
It's a synonyms of a trust
Correct.
first. So it is bonded with a trust. A traveler will go to a travel agent. Means, for example, myself. If
Mhm.
I'm going to travel, I won't go to any chatbot to rather. it's also again a collaboration. I can go to a chatbot and I can get an itinerary and
Right.
go and to a travel agent or whom we trust to get it revalidated
Exactly. Yep.
first. And second thing, chatbot can give me a suggestion, but it cannot book the services for me. For
Correct.
that, I have to go to the travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a coexistence, we can say. Means now we are getting into the environment where this brand of travel agency as well as the AI chatbot will coexist in the society.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, there are a lot of other things as well these travel brands are doing. Let's say, example, if you see every day, these vernacular newspapers we study, especially on the weekends, there are a whole lot of advertisement and all comes up from the travel brands.
Mm.
And also their social media stuffs as well and electronic media stuff as well. They have shifted the target customer base from a Gen Z to our older people like us.
Correct. Correct.
See,
Absolutely.
see, see, where the dilemma of using technology and going to the trusted people is more high rather than futuristic approach is there in the Gen Z. They are not focusing anymore on the Gen Z. They are focusing on the people who will will go to the people where they trust. The word trust is so huge in travel industry because I am giving my lakhs of rupees to in the hand of one somebody who can take care of my leisure, my
Correct.
dream leisure.
Mm-hmm.
Properly. Somebody who is going to see the northern lights, for example. So people will go to somebody who can give the insight of the northern lights and when is the right time to this go there and rather send a a tour guide along with them,
Mm-hmm.
which ChatGPT cannot.
Correct. Correct. No,
So
very
is a coexistence kind of a thing. There is no conflict between them. I don't
correct.
see any conflict between the ChatGPT and the travel brands. If the integration is proper, is a basically coexistence.
Right. So like the way in IT we say like co-creation, right? It's a kind of not fighting with each other, rather you can take the strong points of AI, right? Leverage them and try to come up with a kind of better offering for the kind of ultimately customer is the boss, right? Unless we are able to right help
Absolutely,
them
absolutely.
finding their value proposition, right? They will just move away from us and
Mm.
our brand will be at stake. No, absolutely can't agree more on that.
Perfect, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. So
Mm.
coming back to Kaustubh again, same on the same point, like challenges in attracting the customers in an LLM first world. Now, Kaustubh, as AI becomes the starting point of the trip discovery, right? As Saurav said, Abhishek said, you also kind of
Yeah,
touched upon.
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
and
yeah.
planning, it is reshaping who really wants the customer um, sorry, who really owns the customer relationship. That is the kind of the
Yeah,
different brands, etc. So brands that once build loyalty directly are now at risk of being pushed into the background as AI curates, filters, and designs choices on their
exactly.
behalf. Right? Kind of
Right,
Saurabh also
right.
said the same thing.
Correct,
Now, which
correct.
leads to an important strategic question. Now, kind of, if you remember, like Abhishek was also telling that AI is becoming a kind of middleman for us, right? So
Yeah,
that is let's
yeah.
try to elaborate on that. So do travel companies risk becoming just a back-end supplier while in AI interfaces own the customer relationship? That means, right, we are the travel companies at the back end, AI is the middleman, and customer is the front face. Is it going to be a new
Mm.
ecosystem? What do you think?
Yeah, yes, that's absolutely. I mean, we travel companies, yeah, we are facing a significant risk of becoming this mere back-end suppliers. As you know, AI interfaces what is ChatGPT, Gemini, all this increasingly own the direct customer relationship, and handling discovery and booking. While the traditional providers, we are focusing on the logistics, forcing them to invest in AI themselves to stay relevant
Mm-hmm.
or risk losing loyalty and brand control to these new AI gatekeepers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to understand this, we need to to drop down to this how this risk is becoming backend suppliers. This is why, how, and what to do. Like
Correct.
these 3 points are there. So why is like this travel companies risk becoming the backend suppliers? So AI is as a new interface, like, and we are seeing that this young, young generation, this Gen Z, what Saurabh was mentioning. So whenever they are planning something, they just put in the Google that the Chat GPT that suppose somebody is going for a Sri Lanka trip. So just going for Sri Lanka 5 nights 6 days itinerary, and the Chat GPT is they are showing the total itinerary, suggesting the total itinerary. So that means the primary search engine is becoming very easy, and they are seeing the itineraries like this kind of Chat GPTs and all. So and then the second point could be the loss of customer loyalty. So if travelers interact with this with AI for planning and booking, the loyalty shifts to the AI interface, not the
Correct.
hotel, not the
Exactly.
travel operators, not the transporters. So AI will definitely they will bring the things into a one perspective, but it is the ultimately they have to go and they book the hotel and everything to a OTA or the travel companies or tour
Kaustubh, just interrupting
operators.
you for a moment. Abhijit, if you can just
Yeah.
wait for 5 minutes, right? We'll be taking the question there. Yeah. Thank you so much, Abhijita. Yeah, please go ahead, Kaustubh.
Okay. And then focus shifts to the logistics. Now travel companies risk become just an underlying infrastructure like flights or rooms, hotel rooms, and the transport that the AI orchestrates, losing the valuable customer data and obviously the direct interaction, which is very much required in this industry. Because somebody is purchasing something in online, suppose in Amazon. So he sees that the goods or the thing is in the red color, but when the product came in the pink color. So what he can do, he can just change the thing. He can replace the thing. Then the Amazon will pay back the entire amount. But unfortunately, in travel industry, it cannot be happen because hotels are after some point in time it is non-refundable. So if somebody is booking the thing, just seeing the picture, and after going there, he is seeing that only that is not meeting the expectation. So his entire vacation is gone.
Correct.
So this is the challenges like and so now
Not only gone,
coming back to the
it will kind of
it will ruined
it will
actually,
ruin the relationship because someone might have planned for a honeymoon.
obviously,
Someone might have made a
right?
commitment to the family, right? Okay, you do a good
Yeah.
result, I'll take you for a travel, and everything is gone for a
Correct.
toss, right? So yeah,
Right. So, correct. So now, how this AI interfaces own the relationship? It is personalization, of course. That AI analyzes a vast data and offer hyper personalized itineraries, recommendation and pricing, creating a seamless and the tailored experience. And then instant and intelligent support. The chatbot provide 24/7 support, immediate support. But again, this is only the questions which you have been fed it to them. So
correct,
not the some personalized questions or the customized question he or she cannot handle that.
right,
So what we have to do, we have to obviously we have to adapt. See, as Abhishek and Saurabh was mentioning, so we have to be balanced. We have to be balanced. We have to adapt the technology also, but we cannot be fully dependent on the AI technology to give the total my vacation or total holiday packaging to that AI support tool only.
mm-hmm.
So we have to, because we as a travel agencies, we are also using the AI tools like for flight searching, for hotel searching,
Right,
for everything, for the distance. For example, for if I have to see the what is the position of the hotel from the sea beach and all, if personally we are not visiting that place, at least we can see the what is the distance, so we can just say that this is this kind of thing, and we can suggest that in this regard. So obviously this balancing of AI with human touch is very important, what I feel.
correct. Now we have come to a kind of last leg of the discussion. So I would like to ask the same question to all of you. Maybe if you can just cite some example right around that. Now before that, I would like to set a context. Now, many times I have got this kind of report from various friends that, okay, we have selected such a such hotel, but once they reach there, they are seeing the travel, right? As you said, the hotel is kind of cancelled, the room is not available, right? What all things were promised are gone, right? Done and dusted. That is one challenge. Second challenge is if I face any trouble, let's say, I know I'm not talking about a big travel companies who may be having the health assistants, right, doctor assistants, etc., etc. But 24/7, whenever we are facing the problem, are we getting that kind of support, like which can really bring your or put your brand in a much higher position? And there are a lot of failure cases also, I know, right? In that case, like there is a change in the itinerary, right, which cannot be done if we are doing it through the booking, etc., etc. So can you just, I would request one instances, real-time instances that you face, right? All of you, Abhishek, Saurav, and Kaustubh, if you can just go on mute if you're not talking. So, if you'd like to give one such example that where people booked a hotel, right, through Clear Trip or Make My Trip, something failed and came back to you, relied more on you, and that strengthened, right, your value as a brand. That okay, this is the kind of value addition I'm giving as a travel partner. And now people are no for customers there is no looking back whenever they will plan some itinerary which may not be having a full. I'm not talking about, let's say, Shanti Niketan. I'm not talking about, let's say, any small known places where you can always, like a Puri, you can always have a fallback plan. But whenever there is something exploratory where people have no other choice but to rely on travel agents like you. So I would like to start with Abhishek. I hope my
Yes,
question
yes.
is clear. If you can just give one such example, how you could get the benefit because of that, right, failure from AI or maybe from the online travel agent, etc., and it would help you to strengthen your brand. Sorry, go ahead.
So, Bruto, let me tell you that citing a real-time example, uh, so let me take the name itself. The advocate of Make My Trip is our client.
Okay.
Yes. And it is, we had a relationship now for almost 9 years. So when she landed onto me, she's from Mumbai. Though we are from Kolkata, she had landed onto me from some online portal, so I got connected. So I asked her, like, if you are a lawyer advocate of Make My Trip, so why the hell you are doing the bookings with us?
Correct.
He said, because the reason is because instance cases of almost 2,500 hotels been booked, and on arrival the client didn't get the rooms. So even I don't want to face the situation. I am handling those cases. So she got back to us, and till today she's our client. Since then she has been traveling with us. It's an absolute real-time example, and definitely MMT is one of the biggest portal we all work with directly or indirectly. But yes, at the same time, uh, though it's not an AI driven thing, but it's automation. Uh, is it's a case of automation. AI is just a recent structure. So
Right.
my point is, it should always be a combination of AI and human. Only AI,
Exactly. Exactly.
AI should be capitalized on cases like if there's a, like you were saying that, like Costa was saying that there was a hotel cancellation. The
Hmm.
client reached there and saw the hotel is not there. AI can take this case and immediately update the client or reinstate a booking in a different hotel, nearby hotel at a similar cost. This sort of automated things can be done by AI.
Hmm.
But definitely where you need a human touch, because the trust is required. That bot cannot handle that feeling,
Correct.
as of
Correct.
now. I don't know about future. As of now, they cannot handle it. So always client wants one human touch, one feeling to handle this sort of situations, though it might not be required, but they should know that someone is there to handle me.
Agree.
If just a call away, that part is required. So that was a real time example which I shared with you, which happened, and many instances were there, but this is the best of the ones, so I shared with myself from
Thank
myself.
you so much. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Saurav, would you like to give? I'm sure you may be having many more.
Being in the OTA platform for such a long time, what I have seen, see, the technical term of this thing is booking bounce. Means,
Uh-huh.
there
Okay.
is a 5% data which shows the 5% booking get bounced
Mm-hmm.
for different reasons. First, hotels get overbooking.
Mm-hmm.
Second is hotel has gone for a upgradation.
Mm.
Third, somehow they have missed the booking. Fourth, probably they have forgot to upgrade the inventory status.
Mm-hmm.
There are few more reasons why this booking gets get bounced, and there comes the human interface.
Right.
What we used to do in our call center, we used to reconfirm, the word called reconfirm.
Mm-hmm.
We used to reconfirm all the services.
Mm-hmm.
Where the technology ends, human interference starts from there itself. What Abhishek says, what Kaustav says, all means actually the entire discussion from the beginning is attached in a string.
Correct.
Not a single question is separate. It's all interconnected.
Correct.
So again and again we are saying that technology is there, it will stop somewhere. Human interference will start from there. Once the booking has been made, on day itself a booking reconfirmation will go, and on day D-1 there will be another reconfirmation will be happening. Every services are on place or not. So there comes the human
The value addition.
there should be there is the human resource integration with the technology.
Absolutely. Well articulated. Thank you. Kaustubh?
Yeah, there are many. I mean, obviously, in Christmas time, I had a Kerala tour, and the guest was wanting the hotel room with a tea garden view. Now, the hotel we have chosen, that hotel, the premium rooms are on the top floor, and there are four rooms in the top floor, but two of them were only having that kind of view. So that kind of detailing and that kind of inspections what we do as a human being, which the AI tool
lot of
cannot do.
customizations. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Correct. And recently we had a Thailand tour. Like, see, AI cannot replace the human, as we are doing the tailor-made tour and the customized tour. So customized means it is as deep as customized.
Right.
Like that, those guests were, they were being picked up. They were, supposed to be picked up from the hotel, but they changed their plan suddenly, and they told that we are going to the mall and just, tell your transporter to tell your car to pick them from the mall itself.
Correct.
So now what AI will do in that such cases? Because we are constantly with touch with the customers.
Exactly.
So this kind of things, I mean, and one real life example is like one of my very loyal customer. He thought once, sometimes, he thought that, maybe I'm going to the travel agencies, we are paying more. So let me do my own, itinerary and own booking.
Right.
So he has gone to Europe, and, he has booked the hotel from Expedia.
Correct.
So in Oslo, in Norway, Oslo. And after, going there, he saw that room has not been booked.
Oh my
that has
God.
been paid, by the way. That has been paid, fully paid, but the room has not been booked. Now they said that what to do. Now they are saying that we can upgrade the room, but you have to, pay the difference amount. So that is unnecessary. They have to, book a suite room or something kind of that, and which was not required. And Europe is very expensive.
Correct.
And they have the limited money. So that kind of thing. So now he admitted that, I have done this mistake, and now again he had come back to me.
I'm not going to burn my finger once again. I'll come back to you.
Yeah. So that is the thing. Yes.
Wonderful.
Same thing actually happened with me also. Once in my life, I booked through Agoda, a premium hotel, because I was moving to Mumbai, and the booking was for tomorrow. It was already done. So suddenly I decided to take a night flight. I thought it's just for the night. I'm reaching around 2 o'clock. I booked an Agoda hotel much in advance. I paid for it almost 24 hours in advance. When I arrived, neither I got my refund till date yet.
Oh my
I've not
God.
got my refund. Neither there was no person to interact for the demand. I mail, no refund, nothing, no interaction. And the hotel told us that we cannot give you talk to Agoda. So these are the problems where if the human interference is there, agent, this will never happen. We will immediately take care of our client. So it was my personal case.
Exactly.
So, even in this kind of what I feel, it should be a combo. Human should have the control, AI should be in charge. So mix will have a perfect hotel.
Correct. Absolutely.
Correct.
Thank you so much, Abhishek, Kaustubh, and Saurav, right, for sharing your insights. Excellent. I would go back to Abhijit. Abhijit, you had a question. If you can just ask now. Thank you.
Shubho, unfortunately, I forgot the question because it was very relevant to what the gentleman was saying at that point in time. That is why I raised my hand.
Oh my God. Sorry about that then.
You can go ahead.
Okay. Anyone has
But
any other question?
at an overall level, I have a feedback.
Please.
And just for the sake of, I am assuming, Shubhabroto, the participants here are mostly from the travel and tourism
That's correct.
industry,
That's correct.
and
Yeah.
that too in our city and state.
Mm-hmm.
And just and I think we have only 3 or 4 representations from the IT and consulting industry in
Mm-hmm.
this forum.
Right. Right.
So on behalf of the IT and consulting industry, I just wanted to add a few words
Please.
uh, to all of you. And I was very carefully listening to all of you. And I represent, incidentally, I represent the IT community in West Bengal on behalf of both the people who are advocating for AI as a technology. I have been practicing digital and technology for the last more than 2.5 decades.
Right.
And also, I am also working very closely with the government, both at the state level and at the national level, to bring in and institutionalize the use of AI for different sectors and also for the communities.
Absolutely.
So with that in mind, I think one of you mentioned that there's a portion of the population which is obviously urban and in, say, major cities who are trying to use this facility
Mm-hmm.
to plan for their trips.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we are saying that they are using AI, and I heard all of you saying they use AI, right? And for most of us, and incidentally, that is not, and with due respect to all of us, uh, with AI, we are just understanding that they are using a chat GPT or a DeepSeek or an LLM
Correct.
that is available free to them. And that too, if you look at the data, there is while there are only in West Bengal there's a penetration of 5G to the extent of 97%.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a set of smartphone users which is probably around 80 to 90%.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody would probably go to a chat GPT. It is not restricted to Calcutta alone.
Correct.
Probably a larger mass would go to a chat GPT and ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now the problem is you have to ask the right question to chat GPT,
True.
because chat GPT is like a black box. It's like a dumb box who works on a huge set of data that is available to the tool. Let us understand that it is a man-made technology tool. First of all, we have to understand that.
True.
It is a man-made, people like us have built it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it depends on the data. And in most of the cases, we are trying to make it as private and confidential or anonymous as possible.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on that data to create those preferences
True.
for a customer. And when I'm talking about this customer, it's a customer for you.
Mm-hmm.
It may be me also.
Right.
Right. So essentially, we all have to understand that the customers are taking help of these tools to kind of plan to reduce their time for planning a trip.
True.
It is not that they are completely dependent on this tool for planning their trip. Right? That is number one. Number two is, if you look at the Make My Trips and these leading platforms, the Goibobos, Agodas of the world, and even the the global platforms, they are on the verge of using. So first of all, we have to understand that AI is a technology. It's not a commodity.
Correct.
Right. So it is a technology that complements with an existing set of technologies that helps every industry sectors to do certain things. And for your case, it is, we were only talking about the customer experience side. There might be, if you are a, say, sizable organization, there might be certain things which AI can help in your operations also.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So it is not only restricted to ensuring the customer experience.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, what I'm trying to get at is, I would request all of you to also, if you feel AI is a threat, or on the other way around, AI is something that we can embrace to, help our business in whatever ways possible, to retain client stickiness, to interact with more clients, or whatever you feel like, enhancing the customer experience, improving the operational efficiency, reducing the cost of ownership. So there are millions and millions of ways of using this commodity for the benefit of you. So my request to all of you is, uh, if you can, and we are, this group, Shubhabroto, Dola, myself, we are ready to be, helping you in those areas where you also, and I'm not, again, with due respect to all of you, you also need to understand this beast in the room first.
Correct.
So there are, I just went to a Panberry shop the other day, and the guy said, why don't you pay through AI?
Ah, wow.
Right.
So AI
So
literacy is on, right?
So I actually appreciated him from from the core of my heart,
Correct.
that actually he has also known the term, and he is trying to help his customer
Good.
by using that term. But at the end of the day, that literacy is something that has to be impermeating to the larger mass, at least to business houses like you.
Mm-hmm.
So we are ready to help, since we are the advocates in our country. We are ready to help. We can have further conversations, sessions, interactions. As you are saying, we want to make our services personalized
Correct.
for our customers. You are saying right now.
Mm.
And that is one of the key aspects of how you create your or plan your travels for your customers. This personalization was already there. So it is not that AI is creating those personalizations. If you look at the larger e-commerce, portals or the apps, they were hyper personalized even before AI was, whispered.
True.
So how is AI helping them? So we have to understand that first. And if we can all understand that, we are all in the same page, I'm sure we will, when we step into, the later half of 2026 or 2027, we'll all understand and try to, appreciate the value of this technology. So it's a technology that is complementing the existing. One of you were talking about legacy applications that are there. One of you were talking about the platforms, the OTA platforms. So AI is complementing all of these. AI is not a different, thing that has come in and just trying to wipe out everything and rule. AI is just trying to complement what we all are trying to do.
True.
In our own ways of doing things. So just a small, humble submission to all of you. If you feel it makes sense, if it is pertinent, either you are most welcome to do that. Study between all of you, creating those roundtables, attending sessions, reading books, podcasts, or whatever. Or if you feel we are those set of people who can help you in this, I think people like Shubhabroto, Dola, myself, I see only three of us representing IT here. I think we can definitely sit with you and help you. And let me upfront tell you, that has no commercials involved. I'm not trying to sell my services here. It is purely a kind of a community initiative that we are trying to take to make sure that everybody actually gets the benefit out of AI. So
Very
that
true.
is all I
Very true.
wanted to say.
Thank you so much, Abhijit. Thank you so much.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course, Abhishek. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Paul. It was nice to hear to all of what you have said. Let me tell you, I was an IT guy earlier. I was one of the developer of Redifwell also once long back. So basically, I'm already using AI in my business. I do all that's why I was saying AI is definitely not a threat. AI should not be taken over everything. It should be AI with human interaction will be perfect. That I was saying that human should be in control, AI should be in charge. Now, I in my business, in my travel business, starting from the query generation to lead management to social media lead management to getting into CRM and designing of the structure of itinerary even to some extent mailing them after doing the cross-checking part and the operation part to some extent to manual labor. I do use AI for everyone. So
Wow.
AI is fantastic. It reduces the cost because if I would have been doing it with a staff, I would have kept three more people there paying 30,000-40,000 a month each, which I'm reducing. I designed the structure. It's a full stack system, which is in-house, and we are already using AI in every bit of it. Only what Kaustav was saying, rechecking the booking. Yes, we always have an operation team to recheck. After the system books it, we got a confirmation over mail. But rechecking part, generation of voucher, rechecking before 24 hours or 12 hours before check-in, these are done manually. Rest, in terms of support is concerned, a technical support, yes, we do it manually. Other than helping the client through some network connections that if a client is in Bangkok, we are developing one system, an AI, an app, so that the customer is sitting in a hotel, the evening is free. The app will be through AI, will be supporting him to find out the nearest restaurant, even the food menus with some discount coupons, they can work out. So AI is definitely it's awesome to introduce, but yes, it's a challenge for those who are not accepting it. So what Saurabh was saying, there are a lot of Indians who are not urban, who are rural. So they're not that advanced. Yes, so we have to all understand to grow ahead, to go ahead. Government should also intervene. We should develop ourselves because we cannot say, boss, this is a new technology coming in. How can I manage? If today, if everyone can use a mobile phone, everybody is using watching cricket and movies in phone, which once upon a time was a dream. Then how is it possible?
Right.
So if everybody is getting into it, people should also learn AI the advantages of AI and should use that in their advantage rather than thinking it's a disadvantage.
Exactly.
Because when computer landed, I remember when computer landed, I was quite young. My parents used to say, my father was used to work as a general manager in Dunlop. A lot of people who were working in the technical clerical team were working. They were frightened that if the computer has come, we'll lose our job. That is not a solution. You have to keep updated with the technology so that you get the better side of it and you develop yourself. So that is very important. So
Obviously.
I appreciate and we should
That's
always involve AI in our every bit of it or the positive sides. We should not think of negative, capitalize on the positive side, and we should take advantage of the positive aspects.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Abhishek.
What
Thank you.
Abhishek said, what Abhishek said, I want to add to that. First of all, I'm also using different tools of AI in my office. Basically, the clerical part of the job has been taken care by AI.
mm,
Itinerary preparation, voucher preparation, blah, 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 whatever, the clerical part. But wherever the thought process goes in, wherever creativity goes in, still those things have not been replaced by human interference. First. Second thing, yes. Uh, See, giving an example, the clerical job, what I'm doing through the doing using the AI tools has obviously reduced my human number. The whatever these people head count, whatever these people will be doing manually, those things are taken care by AI. So yes, in a way, employment has been reduced in a way, but other way it can be replaced by a new skill set people
Correct.
who
Correct.
are developing the other skill set to support this technology.
Hmm.
So is actually what Abhishek said is absolutely right. Means you have to keep on upgrading yourself with a new skill set to get adapted to the scenario which I am right now in. I cannot avoid what is there. If it is raining, it's raining. I have to wear a raincoat.
True.
Otherwise, I'll get drenched.
Correct.
So evolution of the human skill set has to keep on going and have to add value to the system where the integration can be more smooth. So that is my takeaway.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I have a question for Abhijit. Yes, smartphone is there. 97% is the penetration. Can you suggest me or can you give me the data where how much percentage of people are hitting the AI tools?
So I said, first of all, I said 5G penetration is 97% in West Bengal. So
Yes.
5G penetration and smartphones penetration data are different. Number one. Number two is if you want the data of how many people are using which LLM, that is also there with us. So I'll be happy to share it with you.
Yeah. I would be interested to is what percentage of population uses this AI tools in different ways.
Right. So, Avijita, let me just add, like, he has been very humbly not like exaggerating. Like, he has been, right, a regular participant in all the Chamber of Commerce, like IIMs, right, IITs, etc., and mentoring them as well. So I'm really grateful to him that he has extended his mentorship, right, with all of us. And then he has been helping us, to be very honest, like Dola, me, and this community, helping us a lot. So he has vast experience, and I'm sure, like, sort of the data you are looking for, I'm sure, like, kind of data we'll be getting from him. Yeah, for sure.
See, my main intent, we are all in a stage of life
Correct.
where, we are there to listen to the problem of others and try to help them.
Absolutely.
So I don't understand travel and tourism as much as you all do, which is fair enough. At the same time, if there is a technology, and since we are the torchbearer of technology, that helps us. My primary intent is to ensure that it helps you in your business, in your life.
Yeah.
So if I had to kind of challenge you or criticize you, there would probably be a different forum for doing that. This is not the forum. My overall intent of telling this is to help all of you out. And, we are also doing a lot of work as I said, with government. There are literacy campaigns. There are specific areas where you would have heard about the India AI mission at the central level, at the state level, at all ends. There are initiatives being taken on, but probably we all understand for a country of 145 billion people, it will take time. And also it is the change management. In our terminology, we call it change management. There are people, you all are probably understanding that you need to embrace AI. But there are a lot of people who would definitely, have their resistance. There would be people who will start thinking, and we are seeing it in our industry also, that AI will take away our jobs. So all these things are happening, whereby the change that we expected, or the adoption that we had expected earlier, it is taking more time than what we had thought. So essentially, it's a combined effort that we all have to take. And my humble submission to all of you was to help out in your journey. In case you feel we are, capable enough of doing that, feel free to reach out to Shubhabrata, and we will, as a team, try to help you out. That was my, whole and soul purpose. All this data, to answer you, all these data, I can show it to you, or even if you do the right search in the right LLM, as you were saying, you can also find it out.
Correct. Thank you, Abhijit. Thank you so much, and thanks, panelists. It was a really, really wonderful discussion, and I'm sure there had been a lot of takeaways. We'll be sharing this. We'll be uploading it into the YouTube and share it in the LinkedIn post. So thank you so much once again, and we'll definitely have future panel discussions. Right? Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.